Hi, this is Gopinath. Today we are going to see the sum on inclined projection. So for that we take a sum, that is a cricket ball is thrown at a speed of 28 meter per second in a direction of 30 degree above the horizontal. Calculate first one, a maximum height. Second point, the time taken by the ball to return to the same level. And third question, the horizontal distance from the thrower to the point where the ball returns to the same level. I repeat the question once again. The cricket ball is thrown at a speed of 28 meter per second in a direction of 30 degree above the horizontal. Calculate A, the maximum height, B, the time taken by the ball return to the same level, and the horizontal distance from the thrower to the point where the ball returns to the same level. So there are three questions under this problem. We will solve one by one using the formula. So first we will see what is the speed of the ball. Speed of the ball is (28 meter per second), which is nothing but initial velocity u. The initial velocity u. So the angle of projection theta (30 degree) with horizontal. Next, they are asking question. These are all things given. When you go to solution part, the maximum height. What's the formula for height? H is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g, right? So we know that the u value is 28 square and sine square theta is 30 degree, and 2 into, we'll take the g as 9.8. So the value is, this is half square, sine 30 is half square, 2 into 9.8, 28 square. Square into half square divided by 2 into 9.8, the value comes to 10. Height equal to 10 meter. So this is the, what we call it as, first question, that is the maximum height. The maximum height equal to h is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g. U is 28 square and sine theta is 30 degree. So sine square of 30, 2 into 9.8 is the acceleration due to gravity. Finally the value comes to 10 meter, that is the maximum height the ball can go. Second point, the time taken by ball to return the same level, that is, it is the opposite. That is, if the ball is thrown like this, it reaches the opposite point. They are asking the time, that is the total duration time to reach this point. So that is time of flight. So this is the point they are asking. The time to reach this point is called as the time taken by the ball to return to the same level. So the formula is time is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So 2 into 28 into sine of 30 by 98, so 9.8, which comes to so approximately it comes to 2.857 seconds. So this is the time taken for the values. Next we approximate is 2.9 seconds. Now we will go to the third point, the horizontal distance from the thrower to the point where the ball returns to the same level, that is C. That is, it is nothing but range R. Range R is equal to u square sin theta, sin 2 theta by G. So the value comes to 28 square sine of 30 degree by 9.8. So it is 28. So the value comes to 69.282, which is equal to approximately 69.3 meter. I repeat once again. So they are asking the time to reach the same level on the other side. So it is total time of flight t. So the formula you know that as 2u sin theta by g. Then the value comes to 2 into 2.8 into sine 30 degree by 9.8, which comes to 2.85 seconds. So we round it to 2.9 seconds. Similarly, the range. The range is the maximum distance that it can travel in horizontal way. Here they are asking the form of the horizontal distance from the thrower to the point where ball returns to same level. That is, indirectly they are asking the other side horizontal same level. So it is understood, it is R. So R is equal to u sin square sin 2 theta by g. So replacing the values for u square and sin 2 theta, that is 28 and sin 30 degree, and g value is 9.8. We get the value of 69.282, which is 69.3 meter. So this is the answer for the entire question, and I hope this you understand thoroughly. So only thing is you should know what they ask in question and what we have to find it in using the understanding with the help of the formula you have learnt in previous classes. So without knowing this formula you cannot put the sums. And also one thing, that is, you should know the basic meaning what they ask in the question. Otherwise you will end up with mistakes. So they may ask you directly or indirectly like this, which will put you to in little confusion what they are asking. But you should know the concept before going through these sums. So that is what I would like to go inform to all the students. Please go through the question and get the things what they ask in question thoroughly. Then only you can put the sum by using the formula. Otherwise it is not easy to understand it, to put the problems without understanding it. So this is the only thing I would like to say. We will do with some other problem with the same concept, where you come with some tricky questions like HOTS, higher order thinking sums. Right? That we will see in the next session. I hope you understand the basic concept in inclined projection. By this video you come to know how to solve the problem with the known formulae what you have learnt in the previous classes. I hope you understand this. thank you for listening. Thank you.